How old is Ash Ketchum? Which is better, the original show or the English dub? Do we need a more mature Pokemon anime? And what is my skin and hair routine? Let there be questions and let there be answers. Hey everyone, it's Charles. How are you today? It's been a year since we last did a community Q&A, so it is time. And thank you to every one of you who submitted a question. I couldn't get to them all, but I read them all, I contemplated them all, I thought about my favorite anime, my waifu, my life, and Geralt would like to reward every one of you with a big Geralt kiss for your submissions. And with that said, kindly request your Buzzlet to cross-chop that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump right in. What is your favorite Pokemon movie? It used to be Pokemon the Movie 3, but my new favorite may be The Power of Us. The art is incredible, the vibes are dreamy, Risa is Risa, and all in all, I think it has the best world feel of any Pokemon film ever made. Have you read Pokemon Adventures? Do you think the Pokemon anime needs to branch out as a mature, gritty, hard-hitting anime series for the mature fans and a shonen, Alola, cute sort of series for the kids? It probably doesn't need to, but I do think that myself and a very large portion of fans would be absolutely thrilled if we did see a Pokemon anime like that. And I'm hoping that their experiments with more mature mini-series like Twilight Wings and Evolutions will eventually evolve into a full-scale, mature side series. What games do you play? For the past few years, now that I have a lot less free time, I tend to play short one-off story-based games like Rakuen or One Shot, and once or twice a year I do play a big game, but I frame it as a social experience. Whether it be playing Pokemon Sword and Shield with Weiwei, Final Fantasy 15 with my dad, Senran Kagura with Geralt, etc. And I also have a soft spot for retro games, so you may see me rocking a Game Boy from time to time, playing Harvest Moon, or even Pokemon Gold or Green. But yes, I am pretty busy these days trying to get various things off the ground in real life, so when it comes to gaming, it usually has to be something I can get in and out of quickly. Games like, well, thank you for your question because you have set me up so perfectly to drop this that I cannot not drop this. Games like Hero Wars from the sponsor of today's video. Geralt, hit the sponsor reel. Hero Wars is a fantasy online action RPG with many PvP modes and collectible funsies that is played by more than 100 million players around the world. From day one of your Hero Wars adventure, you can begin tackling the 130 missions of the campaign mode, collecting treasure chests, and racking up a veritable hoard of coins and emeralds to put towards skill upgrades, evolving your champions, snagging new equipment, and more. Part of the appeal of Hero Wars is finding ways to combine the game's 50+ heroes, each with their own unique skills, into dream teams who can defeat terrifying bosses and of course, totally slosh other players in PvP matches when you take the fight online. There is no shortage of things to do or things to collect in Hero Wars, and with that said, please feel free to join the game now and get a super chest with a secret hero as well as 62 emeralds and 30,000 gold. Scan this QR code or download the game from the link below. See you in the game. What is your favorite version of the Pokemon anime between the original version and the English version, and why? Generally speaking, I prefer the Japanese version because a lot of the wordplay and funny cultural references get lost in the English dub, and the overall quality of the voice cast is better in my opinion, my personal opinion. But that said, I absolutely loved the 4Kids dub. Yes, it was often quite inaccurate and pushed some bizarre angles, but it was always hilarious, and while the Ash of that era was really funny in Japanese, he was even funnier in English thanks to 4Kids. So 4Kids sucks for the Pidgeot promise, but they are awesome for blessing us with the Roast King. How old do you think Ash is? That is a very good question. To think that Ash is 10 in terms of what being 10 means in the real world is truly ridiculous, because you have to deny so much other real world logic to arrive at that conclusion. The passage of hundreds of sunrises and sunsets, how long it would take to physically traverse multiple regions on foot, the logistical length of a league season, pregnancy terms. Basically, it is absolute nonsense to make that kind of argument for a character on a floating timeline, and I think that just like Batman or Superman or countless other characters who do exist in this particular dimension of storytelling wherein the focus is on the stories, not the characters, I think we should simply accept Ash as the abstract, ageless embodiment of the adventurer in all of us. But I don't know, maybe 17. What do you think the next series is going to be like? With Ash as the main character again? Another character taking over for Ash? Or are they not going to make another series? The current series is tracking towards such a grand conclusion, with all of the best trainers in the world coming together to square off in what is basically a fan fiction dream tournament come true, and to try and top that kind of league event would be virtually impossible. So while I do think Ash will continue on as the series hero, I wouldn't be surprised if they took him in a somewhat different direction. Personally, I would love to see him get wrapped up in some kind of quest in a distant land where he needs to track down special artifacts and unravel a big mystery to save a given region of the world. As much like the Pokemon movies, this could raise the stakes for him and his Pokemon in some pretty exciting ways. Favorite Pokemon gen, game or anime? With regard to the games, absolutely Generation 2, because it took the original formula to the next level, packed a huge amount of content into the game. Johto was a spectacular, believable setting based on a region of Japan that is near and dear to my heart because I live here, and to this day it feels like the most robust, complete Pokemon game experience ever made. As for the anime, look forward to a video on that topic in the future, because I have no idea right now. Why did you choose to review only Pokemon among so many anime? I wanted to zero in on a specific niche because that is what the YouTube algorithm rewards. If you are too spread out, it is very difficult to grow, and I chose Pokemon specifically because I am a big Pokemon fan. I do know a fair bit about the anime, I enjoy following it, and I thought that I could bring something unique to the discussion. What is your review of Ash's new team, and is it Ash's best team so far? Well, we will have to wait and see how things turn out, but I do think it is certainly in his top 2 to 3 teams thus far, based on what we have seen, including the obvious firepower upgrades and good team composition, Pikachu crushing it as Peek-a-Chew, and because the team has been taking out high caliber opponents, and will no doubt hold their own against some of the best trainers in the world in the Masters 8 tournament. What are your expectations from Legends Arceus? It looks to be the most real Pokemon game to date, but will it work? My biggest concern with Arceus is that the semi-open world might end up feeling as vacuous as the world in Pokemon Sword and Shield, so as long as the world actually pops with rich characters, plenty of interesting side quests, and a good world feel, then I'll be happy. What do you think about the unnecessary hate and toxicity in the Pokemon community? I think everyone should appreciate all series and characters and only give valid criticism instead of fighting like immature kids. I agree with you, just about every online fandom gets pretty toxic at times, and that sucks, but to be honest, I just try to distance myself from all of that negativity because it will be there no matter where you go and no matter what you do, and I just want to focus on what I came here for, Cynthia. I mean, Go's mom. I mean, talking about Pokemon with people. So all I can say is don't let the haters get to you, and focus on having fun. Which Pokemon deserves more attention in your opinion? Oddish, it is cute, the color scheme is perfect, and it is the first Pokemon design I fell in love with. What would your team look like if you were in the Pokemon universe? Diglett, Flareon, Oddish, Haunter, Diglett. What is some of your favorite anime fan art? There is simply so much good stuff on Pixiv and DeviantArt, but I did note a lot of really great game and anime fan artists in my community requested hottest Pokemon anime women video series, and that is a shameless plug of a truly shameless video series. So check those videos out for some recommendations. So many good questions. All I have is it too soon for Serena to make a comeback and see our Ash kick ass? My friend, it is never too soon for Serena to make a comeback. What's your favorite Serena outfit? Definitely her first one, as the longer hair, the color scheme, and the overall outfit were simply on point. She looked more mature, it was so fan-artable, so cosplayable, and so good. If Serena ever returns, what new things do you think she'll have learned, and what Pokemon do you think she'll have? In XY, we saw Serena gaining confidence and beginning to run towards her dreams, so when Serena turns up again, I think we will have seen her achieve many great things, and matured as a person, as we saw with Dawn, when she returned in episode 74 of Pokemon Journeys. As for Pokemon, I would love to see her with Absol and Mega Absol, just like in the games, because why not? Outside of making YouTube videos, what are some things that you do, whether professionally or at a personal level, you are comfortable sharing to the public? Well, on a personal level, I do really love going to the gym, taking long walks in the mountains with my partner, and spending a lot of time alone in the woods, reading, researching, and writing as often as I can. Aside from that, I'm working on a couple fun projects that I plan to unveil in January, so I hope you all enjoy what's to come. What's your skin and hair routine? You look amazing. Any tips for a guy who just wants to look his best? My skin routine is absolutely nothing. I literally just put water and sometimes soap on my face when I shower and wash my face at night. As for my hair, I usually throw in some pink Gatsby or cock grease. Yes, it is actually called cock grease. Ruffle it up a bit and finish things off with a light coat of hairspray. Other than that, make sure you bathe and smell good. Make fitness a priority with a good exercise and nutrition plan. Wear clothes that suit your body and make you look good. Trim your nose hairs and smile. Have you been watching seasonal anime lately? If so, which is your favorite anime of 2021? Yes, I watch seasonal anime all the time, and my favorite so far this year is Tokyo Revengers. Do you think we'll ever see Gladion and Lillie again? The last time we heard from her, she was still searching for her father with her brother and mother. Also, do you think Gladion or any of Ash's rivals will compete in the World Coronation series? If so, who and why? I think we will see them again, hopefully within Pokemon Journeys, as that was just such a great storyline that is practically begging to be tied up. And given that it was revived in episode 37 of Pokemon Journeys, it does seem to be a realistic possibility. And particularly with the round-the-world nature of Ash and Go's adventure, reuniting with Lillie and Gladion could work really well. As for Ash's rivals, I don't think we will see Gladion compete, but as for Ash's other rivals, I keep telling everyone I want to see Richie again because it would be so cool to see how far Richie has come, and I think the likely mirror match would be really exciting, and it would also be great to see him finally do justice to Tobias. Alright everyone, I think we are going to wrap it up here for today. Thank you so much to all of you for your great questions. I couldn't get to all of them, but I did enjoy reading them. I hope you enjoyed the other videos down the pipeline. Have yourself a wonderful day, and as always, let's chat.